We have hit levels for Bitcoin that I didn't think that we would break, and I think that we could go even lower now. In today's video, we're going over where I think Bitcoin is headed and the reason behind it. And also we're going over the good news and indicators that we haven't seen in years showing we might be close to the bottom. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto, and I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income to spend more time with friends and family, and I want to help you all do the same. Let's go. One of the things I've learned after being in crypto for over 5 years is how to think like a whale. If you could put yourself in a whale's shoes, what would you do right now? I think the whales are currently trying to liquidate the vulnerable whales like Celsius. Because they are vulnerable, and I know Celsius has a liquidation price of about 14,000, and there's other companies that like MicroStrategy, and I'm not sure exactly what their liquidation prices are. I've heard that MicroStrategy, their loan isn't connected to an exchange, and so their liquidation prices would be much different compared to if it was connected to an exchange. Now these whales want even better prices to buy Bitcoin and crypto. So what I think that they're trying to do is they want to force one of these big players to have to sell a huge amount of Bitcoin in the market. Like if they would get close to their liquidation price or get liquidated, all that Bitcoin would just market sell, and they'd be able to scoop up large amounts of cheap Bitcoin and other cryptos. This is the thought process behind what's happening. I don't think these big players would let that happen though, because they can just borrow more or buy more to lower their liquidation prices. If they did happen to get liquidated though, the price would have a quick drop because all their Bitcoin would automatically sell at market prices and would probably cause a crash to about 10,000 or so, depending on how quickly the other big players scoop up these cheap prices. Now in the short term, we're currently trading around 21,000 for Bitcoin, and I do think we could go back down and test 18,000 again and potentially break down to around 15,000. That would be amazing buying opportunities all around, just like there are right now. I have set up orders down to these prices just in case we do hit these levels. There's always a chance we already have bottomed out, and if that's the case, I'll be fine with the crypto that I already have. But if we do go down another 10 to 30%, there will be buying opportunities we might never get again, so it's completely worth having money set aside ready to buy. One of the biggest things that I've learned investing is you can't predict everything, so you should be prepared for multiple different outcomes. If you have a coin that's up like 50%, you can sell a fraction of it, and you can place a buy order 20 to 30% lower, and then you would make that extra amount, and then you'd still have more of the coin just in case it keeps going up. Now, like in the market we're currently in, it's good to be prepared for further downside or the potential upside. And if we do have some good pumps in the next few months or so, it'd be a good idea to be looking to take profits just in case we do come back and test some lower levels. Now here's the good news. The RSI Indicator has been such a good indication when to buy and sell. Okay, so here we are on my TradingView account, and we're looking at the Bitcoin against USD on Coinbase. This is the weekly, and the RSI Indicator hasn't been this low ever on the chart. So we hit a level of 26.07 last week, and the week or 2 weeks ago, and then the week before 27. Well, this is the current week. We're at 27.8. If you scroll back, even when in March of 2020 we got down to 33. The last time we were under 30 was in December of 2018. So this indicates when we're overbought or oversold, and right now being at 27 and we hit 26, it's showing that we're extremely oversold. We haven't been this oversold in a long time. If we look at the daily chart, something that happened on June 18th was we were below 20, right? It closed at 20.34, but we were around 18 to 19 for most of the day, and then we closed just a little bit higher, about 1,500 higher than where we reached the bottom. And if it would have stayed under 20, that would have been the first time that has happened since March of 2020, where we had a daily close at 15.62. So we were extremely oversold that day. So the good news is, since we haven't seen that since March of 2020, that we might have actually already bottomed out according to this indicator, and we might be experiencing the best buying opportunities we've had in 2 years. Now, something I've been doing to show these indicators, show the RSI, is I've been building spreadsheets with the RSI indicator on the daily chart and color coding where the coin is overbought or oversold and when to buy and sell. This is what it looks like, and I have spent like hundreds of hours on this, and I've even had some help inputting numbers, and it's taken me a really long time, but I think this is going to be extremely helpful for the future of looking at patterns that have happened and also figuring out strategies based on these numbers on when to buy and when to sell. So I've done this for about 40 different coins, and this is what it looks like. I go back to beginning of 2021. So these are what they mean. Extremely oversold. The reason it's green is because that's indicating to buy. And then oversold is also a good indication to buy. Normal, most of it's going to be normal, and then I just put nothing besides a little swing trade. Overbought, sell, and extremely overbought, red for sell. And now it's not as simple as buy when it's green or blue and sell when it's red or orange, because they can be in these ranges for a long time. And so one of the things that I'm working on is the strategies that go behind this. It's like good enough to help you know when are good times to be buying and when are good times to be selling, but I think we can maximize the potential with every coin. So this goes back to 2021, and I'll be updating it, if not every day, every few days, so that it's up to date. And I have it for a bunch of different coins: ETH, BNB, XRP, ADA, and about 40 of them. And like I said, it's been a crazy amount of work, but I think it's going to be a complete game changer, and we can react more logically to the spreadsheet, and we can know when to sell and waiting and being patient when we want to rebuy. And this is definitely for long-term trades. You might see a coin that's overbought for like a month or so, and then if you sell at those ranges, you might not see oversold until 2 or 3 months down the line, or even 4 months. So these are trades that are going to be over a long period of time. Now that I've completed all the spreadsheets, I'm going to be creating these strategies and be diving into the patterns that we see and kind of testing out different strategies I have to see what would work the best. And as I mentioned before, even though it seems simple enough, just when it's orange or red means to sell and blue or green means to buy, they can stay orange or red for a while or blue or green for a while. So I want to find the patterns that make the most for these trades. Now, if you want access to these spreadsheets, check out my Patreon down below, where we're working towards our goals together and posting trades and asking questions and contributing to help all of us learn together. And something that I want to do with these spreadsheets is every so often ask the group what coins they would like me to add, and add a couple coins every so often, because I don't want it to be too many coins, because it's already 40, and if it's like 200, it'll be a lot of work to upkeep and to be adding every single day. But as of right now, I think 40 to 50 is a good range. I think I could even do like 60 and updating it. And also I have them in order of market cap, so Bitcoin all the way down to MMF is the lowest market cap on here. So overall, I think Bitcoin could go lower in the near future and retest these levels at 18,000 and maybe even break to 15,000. But these are just going to be the best buying opportunities that we'll have in a while. And if they do happen, then it's best to be prepared for it. And if it continues just to go up, then I'll be happy either way. If you found this video helpful, check out my video on how to make money in a bear market. And thank you so much for watching. And remember, as always, keep it in the green.